Next person walks in, $100 to KW Cares. Hey, Larry.
Perfect.
Good morning, good morning. All right, well, let's get started. Today is May 13th, for some of you who did not know that. And then we have to, please turn your phones off so we don't get interrupted. So today, Wednesday, we have at 1:30, Working with Mets, led by our own Mr. Larry Garcia. Don't look surprised, Larry. Come on. That's right. And then tomorrow is Red Day. Tomorrow is Red Day. We have Red Day tomorrow, so we'll meet here. We'll get into a little bit more of that in a second. And then we have on Friday at 11 o'clock, Farming with Janet Deering. Farming does not mean farming or farm bill or anything like that. It's actually farming for business. Janet's been doing it for quite a while, and she'll tell you the systems and share her knowledge with it. And then Monday, we have Dot Loop with Miss Renee, who's here today.
Hey, Renee.
So we're going to have that. And then open houses with Miss Holly Fernandez. And then Tuesday, we have all our ALC committee meetings, so there will be no classes today except for the BRE class. All right, tomorrow, if you haven't got your shirts, we still have them. See Kirsten, $8. Any little brief announcements you'd like to make about Red Day?
We're ready. Everybody meet here at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
All right.
And we're going to try to caravan over because they have special parking for us.
Right.
So we're good to go.
All right. Good. Oh, by the way, the lobby's going to be closed from 8:30 to 12 p.m., so please make arrangements with your clients if you're going to meet with them to meet outside or meet them down there.
Jason, I have a couple of Red Day t-shirts for girls, size medium, if somebody doesn't have a shirt and they want to use one of mine, because I got like 5 from the years. So,
All right.
if you want to have a red shirt,
All right.
let me know.
Bunko, back by popular demand, May 27th, here on the 3rd floor, 4:30, $10 to get in. And there is it's a KW Cares fundraiser, actually, so that was very fun. Who attended that the last time? You had quite a few people. That was pretty fun.
I think we raised $160.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
So it was a fun event. I finally learned what Bunko was. That was pretty interesting. And very, very competitive. And Kim Ramsey is one of the loudest people I've ever met. All right. Family picnic coming up. Come to our next sales meeting. We're going to be giving away some tickets to that, maybe shirts for that. So come to the next sales meeting. But this will be Thursday, May 28th. Jeremy, you want to talk about this? Put you on the spot here. Jeremy is actually chairing it this year. So let's talk about the picnic.
I'm out of breath, sorry, I ran up the stairs and not as much exercise I get in a week. So. We're really trying to push for the families to, excuse me, to bring kids and have a good time. We're doing a tri-tip dinner, and we're gonna do a lot of games for the kids and for the adults as well. We're gonna do tug of war for the kids, but I think some of the adults might enjoy that as well. But yeah, really want to see your participation and come out. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. So you got the information now. We have Realtor Night at the ballpark, Tuesday, June 2nd. That's always a fun event. So see Kirsten for tickets for sign up. Is that who they talk to? And they've been doing this for the last 3 or 4 years, so that's very, very, very fun. So go ahead and get tickets there. Let's get a big presence. I think the last 2 years, Keller Williams had the largest amount of people there. So I'm not sure if there's a contest this year.
There
I'd
is.
still like
Get
to
another
see.
bat.
All right, another bat. That's what we need, more bats around here. All right. All right, let's get started with the awards. All right. For the highest closed sale, Miss Connie Couts. All right. For the rising star, we have Mr. Kelly Monk.
Yay,
For the KW Cares Award, we have Mr. Troy Guy. MCA Award goes to Miss Candace Haas. All right, now for listings, Miss Jean Chesser. Apple Porial. Joe and Hollis Elliott team. Jillian Boss team. Bill Mathis. Eric Anderson. Kevin Land. And the Robin Graham team. Harper Bishop team. and the Kevin Blaine Real Estate team. All right, now top sales awards. Miss Raina McDonald. And thank you for being here, Raina. I really appreciate it. Kevin Land. Barbara Summers. Suzette Knopf. Deanna Souza.
She's working on her unit.
Jerry Giada. Terry Langdon. Connie Couch. Robin Graham. And Miss Apple Coriel. All right, top sales for the teams. We have the Simon Guy team. Eric Anderson team. Garcia Real Estate Group, Garcia Martinez Real Estate. I forgot about you because you weren't here when we started. I'm sorry. The Troy Guy team. And number one sales team, the Kevin Blaine Real Estate team. All right, congratulations to all you guys. All right. Now, let's get going here. Troy, come on up with your Broker's Corner, bud. Let's welcome Troy.
Some of you are aware that we have our own escrow company.
Yes.
Yes, it's Main Street Escrow. Okay, very good. And more of you are using them diligently, and that is excellent because it is our escrow company. So, however, we do want to be very clear that it is our escrow company. Okay, so when we are saying that, whether it's in negotiations or whatever, I like to put on there, and we will have it in the broker's zip forms. We will have it in that template on there, that Main Street Escrow, if you're asking for it. Main Street Escrow, a broker-owned, non-independent escrow company. It needs to state that, and that's something that that the BRE is going over with us. We have this disclosure in escrow, so that's fine. If it says seller's choice and you choose Main Street Escrow, which we hope you do, then they will get this disclosure in that. But it's always good to have that. I would recommend having this maybe in your listing presentation. I have it in mind, and so that I can go over it with them ahead of time, so that they're not making the choice once they get the offer, that we've already discussed it. And I'll have my clients even say, well, yeah, you have that escrow company, right? And I'm like, yes. And you want to go with that one? Yes, that's the one we want to go with. Okay, but we have to, they have to be aware that it is broker owned. Does that make sense? Okay, so the BRE is, they brought that up the other day. And the interesting thing about it is the BRE up in the Northern California, north of Bakersfield, you know, our title and escrow is done differently than in LA, right? Where everybody has a separate title and escrow. Everybody has their own escrow company. So up here, they're unclear exactly how to even like audit us for sure or not. They're not familiar with how to do that. So then they're asking weird questions like, well, how do you get them to go there? And I'm like, we asked them if they want to. You know what I mean? It's like, you know. But anyway, but that is one thing that we do want to just cover ourselves. Make sure you have that discussion with your seller ahead of time. Have it in your listing presentation. Have it in your template. And so that you're discussing it, and make sure you add, whenever possible, a broker-owned, non-independent escrow company. Okay? Thank you. Go fight sell.
All right, marketing partners. Let's bring Scott. I don't see here, but would one of you gentlemen from Country Club like to come up and say a few words? Okay. Lino Espino, let's welcome you.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello, good.
Perfect.
Yay, thank you.
Cool. Anyway, a couple of changes going on with FHA. We're always trying to let you know about all these things that are going on with programs. There are so many changes going on with all the lending programs out there. It's kind of hard for you to keep track of it. It's even hard for us to keep track of it. But I just got this. FHA has postponed changes until September 14, 2015. Non-taxable income can only be grossed up to 15% before it was 25%. So that's going to impact your borrower's ability to be able to qualify for certain FHA loans, okay? Rental income is going to stay the same, 75% of gross income. Student loans, I know a lot of times people have student loans, but they're deferred. Okay, it used to be that, you know, if they're deferred and they show up on the credit report as a deferred student loan, we did not count that against them on qualifying. Guess what? Regardless of deferment, if the actual payment is not available, you can use 2% of the unpaid balance. So we got to hit them. Got to hit them with that payment. So just knowledge is power. You got to know this thing. The last thing has to do with family loans. Terms must be at least 10 years. That's nothing that's anything different. Previously was 5 years. We're still reviewing all the changes that are coming up, and as they come up, we'll try and make you aware of it. Bottom line is that there's too many things for you guys to be worried about. We gotta worry about this stuff, okay? Get them to your Country Club mortgage representative, and you know we'll have the answers, okay? Now, how many people are going out of town next weekend for the Memorial Day weekend? Where you going? Coast.
Yes.
Guess what? Just so you know, I play in a band. I don't know if anyone ever knows that, but
Oh, self-promotion.
my band,
Shameless self-promotion.
my band is playing for the Avila Beach Tequila Festival.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Tequila Festival. So 3 bands. We go on at 1:30 to 3, and it's a good time. This is our 2nd year in a row going back to Avila Beach, and so.
Tell them your band name.
Well, I was just going to ask that. Anybody know?
August.
Oh, cool. Anyway, if you guys are looking for something to do at the coast, you want to drink some good tequila? Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Yeah, what are rates doing right now, Leo? What are rates doing?
Rates are still holding somewhere. Yeah, they're a little bit high right this week, but 3.8, 4%. They're still pretty good.
All right. All right. So we'd like to welcome a new MSA, new marketing partner we have that just joined us. And that's Mark Chavez from Chavez Insurance, Justina and Monica. Come on up. Do any of you guys play in a band?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, I don't have a voice like Troy, but hopefully everybody can hear me. So just want to introduce ourselves. We're excited to be marketing partners with Keller Williams. Monica, she actually manages our Vicetti office here. We've been in the Central Valley for about 13 years now. So we're basically designed, we know what your needs are, we know what escrow needs are. So we're actually here to help in whatever it is you may need. We're excited to get to know everyone on a one-on-one basis going forward. Justina heads our business development department, so you'll see her as well throughout. And I want to say thank you for inviting us to be a part of it.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, pop quiz time. All right. So, and what we're giving away today, we're giving away a Red Day t-shirt, and we're giving away some tickets to the Downtown Expo that's happening this Friday. You guys know about that? The fashion show Run for Cover is going to play. It's going to be fun. So it's proceeds are going to breast cancer research, so that's a good thing. So, first question: first of all, raise your hand. Don't speak out of turn, please. What does red in Red Day stand for?
Review, energize, and donate.
There you go. Yeah, she was a former staff member, but we can't hold that. All right. Now, who can give us a bold law? Wow. Troy.
Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at, move your head a second.
It's not in the room. Hey, I'll take it. That's fine. All right. Excellent. Okay. Can anybody Anybody else give us a bold law? Jessica, again.
What you focus on expands, is that a law?
Yes.
Yes. One more, come on, guys. Use your phones. Go ahead, cheat.
Ignoring your drunk monkey?
I think that's,
Yes.
I'm gonna give that to you. There you go. There you go, Barbara. Okay, so the reason we're talking about Bold is because Bold is coming to Visalia in August. We're locking down dates. Who's been to Bold and who's wanting to share their little experience with Bold? Go ahead, Wayne.
When I went to Bold, the first day, at least then, was free, and I went because the first day was free, having absolutely no intention of signing up. And by the end of the first day, I was hooked. I was in. It was a great program. I'm so glad that I did it. It really kick-started my production, and and you mentioning this kind of brings back how good and valuable that information was. Makes me want to pull out that binder and just kind of go through and refresh my memory on the Bold laws, because there's probably 20 of them that are all good things to think about and focus on every single day for mindset purposes.
Exactly.
And so I'm seeing that I've gotten away from that a little bit, and how valuable that sort of training really is. It's good stuff. I mean, it's all stuff that we probably know we should do, but this program makes you put it into action, and you will see results from it.
And it's not a program that you go to one day and then you go home and take the binder and put it on yourself and never implement. It's a program that happens over 7 weeks. So you're held accountable to putting those things in action. So it's a great program. Anybody else want to say anything about that, Troy?
I do. A lot of the training and the masterminds and the things that Jason's had here in the meeting, that is all stems from the training that you get at Bold. So if you break it down, it's about $80 a day to have somebody coaching you for your not about $100 a day. To have somebody coaching you on your scripts. You get, by the way, you get all the scripts. You get the Diana Kokoska buyer scripts. They're on CD, so you can play them in your car. You can be going over them and practicing when you're driving place to place and hearing it constantly. And it is very valuable program. This is not just a pump you up, feel good, affirmations type of thing. This is definitely practical knowledge and skill building that you will use in your business. And I think their average income from it is, I don't know, something like a certain number of deals, 7 deals or something, increased deals because of going to Bold.
It's actually like they 12 or 13 pieces of business.
Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah, so it absolutely pays for itself. Invest in yourselves, and that way you will need to be there and definitely go.
All right. Thank you, Troy. Next quiz question. Who processes green sheets and creates DAs now? Anybody, raise your hand. Barbara.
Tasha.
No. Sarah.
I forgot her name.
Amanda.
Amanda right there. She does. So just to be reminded, if you have a DA or green sheet, it's going to Amanda. So you guys just email Amanda. We'll send out emails now in the next couple of weeks to remind you guys. All right? Not to panic. So give her the tickets. All right. All right. One last quiz question. How many days do you have to submit your listings into .lu? Barbara.
3 days.
No. 5 days. Wayne, good job.
You can hold 3 days.
Yeah. 3 days is good. We much prefer 3 days. All right, let's wish a happy birthday to Hugo Felix, Larry Harper, Maria's coming up, and we have Sam and Felimon and Carol. Happy birthday. And then we have lessons learned. So, has anybody learned a lesson that they would like to share? Yes.
I'm laughing, but I'm not. I want to apologize to the realtors who were at the caravan, at the meeting, before the caravan, and I was ignorant. That's why I plead. I didn't know I had to go to the meeting and announce it because it had been 10 years since I did that, and so anyway, but Christina Ross called me, so that's a bucket filled.
Okay.
And she said, did you know it was off Caravan? I go, what? And she told me, I thought, okay, I'm an idiot, but now I know. So I apologize, but I've learned it.
So the lesson that Candace learned is if
Yes.
you have a property on tour, you or somebody that you designate has to say on tour.
And I have to go to the meeting
And I wanted to
on
say
tour.
on tour for you so bad because I was MC, but
I didn't know.
Somebody can say it for you.
Somebody can say it for
I
you.
just said it for you.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know, so I just apologize, and they even had it on the MLS. It was one of those things I could read, and I thought, oh, it says it all there, but it didn't say it on, when you signed up for
Right.
Caravan, it didn't
Right.
say it there, so I
Yep.
think that's no excuse. So,
Yep.
I know now, I learned it.
Barbara,
That's one of those lessons learned too, that it's very important to go to MLS.
Yeah, and right, yeah, you're right,
Yeah, it really is. You learn a lot.
yeah.
any other lessons learned? Troy?
That you can have a complaint filed against you for something that's not even a violation of BRE guidelines. Okay, so be aware of that, all right? Most of the complaints that we get on our agents and get to meet with the BRE about on a file are not legitimate, are not even a legitimate complaint. They're not even a violation of the Business and Professions Code. So, what does that mean? You still have to defend yourself and your file. They're going to go through the entire file. Okay, so we had one last week where two of our agents got to review the files, and I learned something new every time, but what I learned, our two agents did an excellent job documenting the entire transaction. And also make sure, remember when we say to keep the rejected files, make sure you have the sellers sign the rejected spot at the bottom of page 8, and keep that in the file. Okay, keep that with the file that it was presented, you initialed it, and it was rejected, you initialed it.
That preferably needs to be in that dot loop file. Because sometimes I know we put them under name or whatever and or we'll have just a big rejected file where we put all our rejected files. He actually said they need to be with that file, so
you
you
get,
guys can help
yeah,
us
you
with
get
that.
4 offers, 1 of them's accepted, 3 of them are rejected. Put that rejected offers in the file, okay?
The listing file?
In the listing file,
Yep.
yes. All right, but I was very proud of our agents. Also, they reviewed our trust log. Oh, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing in it.
All right.
Yeah, I was so proud of you guys. I was like dreading this moment when they brought out the trust log, and it was awesome. Good job, you guys. We've been doing a good job with that. And I had to instruct the BRE investigator on how we don't take checks anymore.
Right.
And he looked at me blankly. And I go, no, it says right in the deposit receipt.
Any other lessons learned? Christy?
I went to a class last week that First American actually put on about the new changes to the closings. There's new statements coming out, yeah. So there are a lot of changes, and you guys will all be affected. So unfortunately, I'm sad to say I was the only Keller Williams person there out of probably over 50 agents. So I've asked them to try to put one on maybe in June, so we could maybe wrap that up and get some people there, but you guys will be affected, just know that. So there's a ton of changes.
And we'll be having a class here actually with Country Club and some other partners to get that going as well. So I think Barbara Zito announced that.
Yeah, basically what they're trying to gear you guys up for is the days of the 30-day escrows are like, they're gonna be gone, okay? If you want a 30-day escrow, count on 45. 45-day escrow, count on 60 because of the redisclosure laws. And the title company has no choice before they can actually sign loan documents with your borrower. Well, you can have the loan docs ready to go, but they can't be signed, they can't be released until after all the fees are changes. So if you've got yourself a roof inspection that was estimated originally at 150 and it comes out to be 200, guess what? It has to be redisclosed. It changes everything.
Anything you learn at a walkthrough that you think you're gonna pay for out of escrow, not gonna happen anymore.
Exactly.
So there's gonna be a lot of issues.
Yep.
Part of the pop is how many FHA loans can you have? In less?
50% LTV or 30%.
No, see, and that's what a lot of people don't know. Country Club Mortgage, Barbara Rosito, she updated me on this. She actually got one of my clients in because their life situation changed. They got married, they needed a bigger home, There's a radius, like a 5-mile radius, but this was inside the 5-mile radius.
Wow.
So Country Club Mortgage, I'm telling you, that's a lesson learned. They made me some money right
So
there.
when that class comes in with them, they're gonna help us out. We'll announce it and pump it up. We're trying to do it as soon as possible, so just be an eye out for that, look out for that. All right, any needs and wants? Needs and wants. Barbara, thank
Well,
you.
I have a price reduction. My 5 acres out on Avenue 256 or Oakdale, we just reduced that to $975. So it's a very good price. It also has an adjoining 4 1/3 acres next door to it, planted in cuties, that somebody could grab that. With a decent down, say 250 or stable stability for the buyer, the seller would possibly carry a note on both.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's an awesome deal. But I know that Country Club has an 80-10-10 loan now.
Yes.
Up to
So-
1.2
Yeah.
million. 720 credit score starting Monday.
So, you guys look at that. So that's almost 10 acres
No
for
mortgage insurance
$975.
either.
Oh, actually a little bit more than $975.
Details.
Yeah.
All right, Terry.
I need some help selling 1647 East Ferguson. If you guys have anybody that wants to be a Ferguson and Kane, I have a beautiful house, smaller backyard. We have an offer on another property, and we just got served the notice of fire to perform to remove our sale contingency. So we need to go in escrow.
What's the price
So
target?
it's 184. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2007, and we just reduced it to 184. We have room for closing costs if any of you need, your buyers need closing costs.
What's the price?
184.
184.
184,000. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Hector.
1647 East Ferguson.
I have one on suite as well, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's about little bit over 2,100 square feet. We're working on a price reduction to about 250 on right around the corner from the Woodside Homes there on Demery in Houston. So if you guys have anybody for that, let me know. And we also have 2 partial acres, 10-acre partials of olive trees in Wood Lake. So that's coming up. I'll have details tomorrow. So if you guys know of anybody looking for some olive trees, we'll have the details on tomorrow.
Judy.
I just listed a house in Farmersville. It's a fixer-upper. Bank-owned. It's at 1281 North Stephen. It's back behind Ventura there, and those homes built in the late 80s. I think it's Don Lawrence building. Got newer homes on the other side of the street. It definitely is a fixer-upper for $100,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 and some square feet, has a fireplace. And a lot of pickets for a fence, but they're all laying on the ground.
All right.
279 pre-qualified buyer looking for property in Farmersville or Exeter.
How about Tulare?
How about Isaiah? Anyone else? Christy.
I have a bucket to fill. I'd like to, I know Vanessa's not here that I've seen, but Vanessa is 100% responsible for getting us past the VRE issue with our trust log, because there were several items in there to be cleared up, and when she was covering the front desk, she did clear that up for us. So
Yeah, yeah,
for her,
All right.
I got a bucket filler for the Chavez Insurance. They've helped me out with a lot of transactions, and they respond quickly. So give them an opportunity to earn your business, and they'll do great.
We just did a $30,000 price drop out on Orange Belt Drive. It's 6 acres. There's 3 rental properties on it, along with the main house. It has a softball field, has a spot to board horses. It's a pretty unique property, but it's a little over 6 acres for $469.
Very nice.
It's nice, yeah.
Anybody else? Veronica?
Yes, I recently did a price reduction on 1401 West Goya, Beverly Land Beauty. So please bring your buyers. The seller needs to sell as soon as possible. So bring that.
I've been seeing a lot of price reductions lately. Have you guys seen that? If I log in the MLS, there's just as many new listings as there are price reductions.
Yes.
So it's a good time to have those conversations with buyers to get more real, or your sellers to get more realistic. So any other buyers, wants, needs, or bucket fillers before we move on? Going once? Going twice? All right. You guys have a great day. Thank you for coming.
Hope when you take that jump, You don't feel the fall